Well, salutations, kindred spirits, ready or not, and we're questionable on whether we are ready, but we're here today for your entertainment and viewing edification pleasure.
Welcome to the Tricksupply stream, everyone.
Salutations. We're doing money magic today. How about that, Eric Stevens?
Money magic. That which we have so little of.
Man, it's like I kept pulling things out even 10 minutes ago. I'm yanking things out of the counter that I want to showcase on today's stream.
So much good stuff out there.
Also, like this, just like before we're going on the stream, pull this pile of stuff that we're not going to talk about. Wolfgang just dumped a bunch of things. Like, what if we had a 3-hour stream?
All right, thumb tip collection.
Look at this. This is the Vernay thumb tip collection. You can get them all in one box.
Whoa, Doug, you said we weren't going to talk about this stuff.
You can't get it right now, but we can.
You don't get to know what those are. You don't get to see what that is.
These are the new Tally-Ho 140-year anniversary. I'm loving the idea of a macombical travel, like with flags. This is appealing.
Eric LeBlanc's new book, Pop-Up Magic from Three Monkeys. And Crystal Clear, Bob Kohler.
Yeah, Bob Kohler, local professional corporate magician extraordinaire. Maybe you just saw a preview of next week's stream.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah. Today we're going to talk about money magic, but first let's talk a little bit about what's going on in town, what you've been up to, and also let's say hi to the kindred spirits who take the time to say hi to us. Man,
a lot of people today. Hi, everybody.
We're rocking this thing. What's up, Jim?
Wonderful.
Nick's expecting his order today. As always, thank you for supporting the jam.
Thank you so much,
Nicholas.
Nick says, I got the kiddo a magic kit for Christmas. I'm really excited for my giant book.
Oh, you got the Stanyan book.
Oh, yeah.
Smart people jumped on that deal last week.
Absolutely. Scott says, bunnies are en route. Also, I'm looking forward to playing with Eric Sticks. You could have phrased that a little better. Hey, man, talk to my wife. But this is a great time and a great day to be alive and a great thing to share with everybody. We're happy to have you jump on. And
this is a good inquiry from Nick. Like, we always pick things we want to talk about. Like, we got some of our favorite money tricks to share today. But what about you? So we'd love input always.
Always.
And if not here live stream in the chat, you can always leave a comment in the video, and future Magi, Kindred Spirit students. I'll find your comments there.
Nick says coin is a money. Do coin tricks count as money magic?
We got coin tricks. We got bill tricks.
Coin is a money, Nick. Very good.
Coin is money.
Can you say coin?
There's too much chatting.
There's so much going on.
I'm glad everyone's happy to have a chat session here.
Alan Rosenberg says, stop the commercials, please. That's literally why we're here, right, Alan?
Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh. Where?
Sorry. He's in the Svengali deck you put up yesterday.
That's true. We have a literal Jesus Svengali deck. Yeah.
Did you put it in the case?
Not in the case. It's in the back.
No, that should be in the case.
It should. You're right. It should be in the case.
Someone's going to want a Jesus Svengali deck.
All right. Alan says, where's the money trick? Well, let's get to him.
That's it. Look, Jim right away is talking about this thing, which I actually took home and vetted last week. This is instant paper to money. What was that? Oh, okay. This is from the fine folks at Pizarro Magic. And I've heard good things about this product. I decided to take it home, give it a look, and you know what? I can see why there are good things being said about it. Let's take a brief look at the trailer, and then I'm actually jumping ahead because I want to talk to Eric a little bit about some stuff he's been doing. But here we are with instant paper to money.
Oh, great.
Pow.
Boom. It only works if you have Latin. Very straightforward, fast.
Hi there, I'm Miguel Pizarro. This is my new version of Paper to Build. Easy to do, perfect for close-up and parlor, instant reset. Welcome to the instant paper to money.
It's got the gags on there. didn't know it had the tags on it.
Cool. That visual is so good.
It really is that quick. You just put the paper together, boom, and now it's done. It's easy. You add some little, actually, really, you've seen enough of this for now. The allure here with this product, let's get us. All right, we're going to learn to do that part better, Eric. I got to get gooder at that segue.
I get much better at the gooder part.
The allure here with this product versus something like Extreme Burn, which is a killer. I grabbed Extreme Burn, except I sold the one we had last Tuesday.
Yeah,
so
locked and loaded.
look, we need Extreme Burns. And but this has some advantages that Extreme Burn doesn't, which Extreme Burn is an arts and crafts project, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to get busy with the glue and the magnets and do a little thing. This is ready to go out of the package. You just add some 20s to the thing, bang, you're off to the races. Instant paper to money. Easy recommendation, $50. You'll spend a few bucks to put this in your wallet, but you'll be doing it within minutes of opening it up. So
yeah, it's fantastic. One of the other things that we wanted to showcase is something from Nicholas Lawrence. Now, this did come out a few years ago. It's not new, but it is still absolutely phenomenal, and that is smooth. So if you've ever liked penetration effects through a bill, like Timothy Wank's Misled or any similar such effects,
like this one, for example,
or John Cornelius's original Perfect Pen,
which is a banger,
phenomenal. This is one might consider it a more organic object. Not everybody carries a pen on them, but I know a lot of people that carry a chapstick. So you can have a chapstick, which is real, by the way. It's a real chapstick in here that you get with it along with the gimmick, and it allows you to penetrate it right through a bill. It's super, super clean, super visual, and Nicholas is a great teacher. The video is very clear, gimmick super well made. So if you don't want to do the old pen through bill, you can do the old chapstick through bill.
Which in Las Vegas, this is like an everyday carry for everyone that's here. So
yeah,
it's just a great organic effect.
Absolutely. Now, Nicholas, and I've known Nicholas a long time, when he gets sort of obsessed with a plot, he goes whole hog on it. So not only did he figure out how to push a chapstick through a bill, he also figured out how to put a key through a bill. So this is Swiss Key. This is a newer effect. This is done by Hanson Chin Productions. And this comes with if I remember correctly, hold on, let me check. Yeah, so this comes with a kind of a key ring. It comes with a regular examinable key, and then it comes with the gimmick key. What's really cool about this is, and I'm going to cover up the tutorial here, you can see those. They look really, really, really nice. Just like absolutely like real keys. I mean, even up close, you can't.
This gimmick is it's so well made. It's
so
unbelievable.
Well made. I mean, this is the gimmick. I'm holding it up.
You can tell someone what it is, give it to them. They won't be able to find it. I know, because I have one at home. I could not figure out how to open it before consulting the tutorial.
Yeah, but it's very, very well made. So maybe you don't carry chapstick. Everyone carries keys. Could just add this to your key ring and you're off to the races with that.
We did have some comments that people that were requesting us to do demonstrations and wondering why maybe we're not doing demonstrations. Let me explain that when we get new magic in and we've only had a couple of minutes to, kind of check out the product, experiment with it, like all magic, it deserves a little more time to make sure that you're completely familiar with the prop and that you've developed a nice presentation for it. And sometimes on these, not really a review show, but product introductions and things of that nature, it's not always maybe a good choice to demonstrate a product that you're not that familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, most of you probably wouldn't buy a trick and then do it in a professional gig an hour later, right? You want to spend time making sure it looks good. We would be doing a disservice to ourselves, to our company, and to the people who produce these effects by not learning them and doing them properly.
And I just did exactly that. But hey, even with, I think I've done this 5 or 6 times now. That thing's a banger, looking pretty good right out of the package, even with unexperienced hands. So there by request. And I'm not the king of making the best choices, but there's your requested demo
That's
of
true. He hired me.
instant paper to money. We do try to demonstrate what we can when we can, and we're going to have Eric do something that he has just recently released. But boy, before we get talking about more products, I want to talk a little bit about what you're doing.
Absolutely.
So Eric is back in Las Vegas. He's been moving and shaking in the local scene. I had plans to move and shake this week, but I ended up just being an old guy and laying around not doing much, kind of just resting the bones. But you, sir,
didn't move and shake. You stopped and dribbled a little.
Look, when you're hitting my age, pushing 60, and you move and shake in Vegas a lot, sometimes you have to not do that. You know, you gotta take a breath and rest the bones. But
relax. Yeah.
You've been getting around. You've been out at working the magician's room. Yo.
That's true. So Mondays and Tuesdays, at least for now, in the morning between 11 and 3, you can find me outside the magician's room doing street shows. I'm a little rusty. It's been about a decade since I did any street shows, but I'm leaning back into it. And we have all sorts of different performers at the Magician's Room. If you're not familiar with it, we're a brand new venue. We just opened up about a month ago. We're the newest magic venue in Vegas. And if you've ever been to the Chicago Magic Lounge, it's got a similar sort of feel. It was inspired a lot by that. And right now, the active shows going are David Goldrake's Grand Illusion Show, Farrell Dillon's Family Show with his wife Amanda and their pug Isley. You have Late Night Magic, which is our very much adult show. And then coming soon are the Conjurers with their show Secret Wonders. They haven't started yet, but they will soon. David is phenomenal. Farrell is hilarious.
Yeah, you saw Farrell's show
a few days ago. Yeah,
you've been checking out all those guys, I guess, over there. How much is a ticket to like the Farrell Dillon show?
Well, right now I don't remember the exact price of the tickets, but I can tell you that right now we're doing a 35% off promotion. If you come up to me and say, "Hey, I want a ticket," you can get 35% off the ticket if you buy them with me instead of online. Unfortunately, my brain is a little dead right now, so I don't remember the exact ticket price.
I'm over there poking around. Let's here.
But it's depending on where you're sitting. It's usually anywhere from like $20 to $40, I think, something like that.
Let's see.
And that's before the discount.
Tickets from Ticketmaster. We're looking at, there's some for 25, some for 36.
Yeah, there are 4 sections.
Oh, I see. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So if you're in the very back for a non-discounted ticket, it's about $25. If you're in the very, very front, it's about a little under 40, probably about 40 with tax.
Cool.
Yeah. But they're great shows. They're a lot of fun.
Killer Diller.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're in Las Vegas, you'll go to the Link Promenade and maybe you'll see Eric Stevens outside, and then you can go in the Magician's Room and check out some of our local luminaries. Matt Franco's show is also in that neighborhood at the Link. I always recommend Matt's show. It's a killer.
Yeah, I'm going to be seeing it this next week. Super excited too. Yeah. So how about I demonstrate a little something?
Eric's ready to go, man. What you want to show here, brother?
So if you know my work at all, then you know that I have produced some items with Alakazam, and one of the most recent ones is this. Since we're talking about money magic, there we go. Sorry, I get that. There we go. It's Trebloon. This is part of Alakazam's elite coin range. I am the only one besides Craig Petty to have an elite coin set. And this is really, really a lot of fun. It's super cool. And it comes with a beautiful Crazy Horse leather purse, which wears super nicely in your pocket.
I love that you include the purse with this package. It's such a nice touch.
That's a lot of fun. So actually, everything I'm going to do is kind of up here. So I want to make sure everybody can see this. All right. Now, I don't know if you guys collect anything, but I do. In fact, I like collecting Chinese coins. So I'm going to give you a good view into that purse. We'll get back to that in a second. The thing about collections is that before you know it, they start to grow. You see them on eBay. You see them in thrift stores. You can't help but make that collection grow. And I tell you what, these are not usable as currency in any way, right? They're just Chinese coins, unless well,
What's
maybe
happening?
that one's
This
not.
looks surprisingly good from 6 inches to the left. All right.
Now, of course, money is just it's just a human construct, right? It doesn't really exist. As long as we stop thinking
You
about
swallowed it. I saw it.
That's the moment. Oh, sorry. Little butterfingers today. There we go. The second that we stop thinking about it is the moment that we start over right here in the purse.
You're a beast, Eric Stevens.
Little rough.
Except that one part.
Except for that one
No, I
part.
have a hypothesis that sleight of hand magic should not be performed before noon.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Now, I will really quick show you the other way that I like to produce the coins. So if you don't want to just pull the coins out of the purse, you can do this. I'm going to do it here on the mat. Can we bring it down just a little bit?
I think we can. Bang.
There we go. All right. Oop, my apologies.
Do over.
Do over. Here we go. Like I said, it's before noon. That's the problem. There we go.
Nice. Bang.
That's what it should look like.
It's pretty.
My goodness. Yeah. And that's that I only do if there's a table that I'm performing at, but for the most part, I do this up here.
Yeah.
We have a ton of different routines on the project. You get the gimmick coin set. You get a matching non-gimmicked coin and a ton of routines. Craig produced a bunch of them.
You got the Craig Petty involved on this one, huh?
My favorite routine that he does is called Free Will Coins Across, where you've got coins of a bunch of different denominations, so like copper, silver, Chinese, and they get to choose which ones go over. And I'll be honest, most of the time I just perform my own routines with it, but his are so good. And go ahead and check those out.
I've been enjoying the old school applications. You know, I took this set of coins home and started digging in, and you could break it apart and do something classic like Al Goshman's Sun and Moon routine.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you mentioned the Teflon coating that's inside these coins.
So these coins, and I'll just be very honest with you, you get some shells. So you get 2 shells and a Sun and Moon coin, and the shells have Teflon coating on the inside, so they're nearly silent. That was a really big thing when Roy sent me my original sample. They were a little wobbly and they were loud, and I said, that's not okay. They're made fine, but I need these to be nice and quiet. I need these to really sit into those shells perfectly, and they do. If you have this set already, you know how good it is, and if you don't, we have them here. We only have a couple left. So
what's the price on this, Eric?
I believe these were $135.
Also, if you could angle your mic up a little bit, I feel like you're angling to the just kind of. Yeah, you go.
There we go. Is that a little better?
Let me get you. There we go. All right.
There we go.
$130 for that thing?
$135, I think, is what we sell
that's cool.
it for.
This is multiple shells, handcrafted by Roy Coopers.
And some people say, well, I've gotten shell sets for cheaper than that, even if they're Roy Coopers. These are not just milled down coins. These are made from scratch. We had molds made to create these coins the way that I wanted them to be done. They are to my specifications, thus they're a little more expensive. But I promise you they're worth it. I use this in every close-up gig, every single one.
It makes a killer hopping half as well. If you like the hopping half routine, you add an expanded shell to it. You can do that classic routine. And on that note, any related routines with the hopping half set, just to kind of open your mind as to the powerful nature of this. This set of coins. Bloom.
Yeah, and since we're talking about Craig Petty, might as well talk about one of his new releases.
Oh yeah, we got the Game Changer in.
Called Game Changer.
I wonder why they call it that.
I wonder why. Now, if you're familiar with something like the electronic rating pen or other similarly designed effects where you have a coin and you tap it with a pen and the coin changes or disappears, that's essentially what Game Changer is, but instead done with, although a couple of these came out, done with a quarter and sort of game tokens. So you get the tokens, you get the quarter, you get the gimmicks, and you get the gimmicked pen.
So and you get probably 3 hours of Craig Petty tutorials on how to do magic with these things, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure how long the tutorial for this one is.
I haven't even watched the tutorial nor even tried this thing, but I'm going to appease the hater that wants a demonstration immediately with these products. I've got a quarter and a game token. I'm going to put the game token on the table. You should be able to tell that's the copper one. I just tap it with the pen. It changes to the quarter. The game token is now in my hand, and I can only imagine how good that would look with better lighting or even up close, live, and personal. That was my first time trying this thing. I can imagine how good you'll be at it after doing it 10 or 20, or maybe you spend an hour or two with it like a real person.
Yeah, and there is merit to the penny shell, that everyone knows, but I like that it's a couple objects that are a little.
Well, Penguin has just gotten
normal.
started in the coin game, manufacturing coin gimmicks, which is not a gimme. And I know a couple of their releases have started using game tokens in place of the traditional English penny or centavo.
Yeah.
And in my mind, this makes this kind of magic much more natural. You have a quarter and you have an arcade token, and this is something people can relate to versus $50 and a Mexican centavo or even an English penny.
Absolutely. And the other, I believe the first one they put out was called Arcade Coin, which was a Scotch and soda variation.
Yeah. And maybe there's a universe where those two things work together with this prop, right? Like you could probably routine those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those together.
But that's game changer.
Hot off the press from Penguin Magic. And yeah, check it out if you haven't already. I put the QR code up there for that thing. You can check that out. I did not put the QR code up for Try Balloon, but I'm going to do that now just because I took the time to set it up. And if you want to,
would love your support.
Point your phone at that. You can go look at the full demo on our website and get right to the product from there as well.
Fantastic. Well,
I was flashing back. You were talking about the Magician's Room. You didn't talk about Flavor Flav being there.
Oh yeah, so
you skipped the Flavor Flav.
Forgot about that part. Yeah, so when I went with my wife, we went to see Feral Dylan at 4:30 because we do shows 4:30, 8:30, 10:30, and depending on the day, sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2. But we went to see Feral Dylan's show at 4:30, which was great, a lot of fun. Then we went back for Late Night Magic at 10:30. And when we get there, the Levitate Lounge, which is their little bar, was a buzz with people. And so someone had mentioned that Flava Flav was, who lives locally, and I'd forgotten about that. He was in the bar with a bunch of other bigwigs, and I was trying to be real cool, real casual going up there. And then Damien Costa, who owns runs the business.
Was he wearing a clock?
He was wearing, wasn't a big one. It was probably about this large, and it was studded with what looked like rubies all over it. Super sweet guy. Said he can't wait to see me perform. He loves magic, and that was a pretty cool cool thing to have happen. I mean, Vegas is full of celebrities. They're around all the time. Yep. But that's a guy that, that's part of my childhood, man.
They had a Celebra Cadabra, right? Wasn't he one of the hosts on that show? Or
he was involved in the show somehow. It's been a while since I watched it. I don't remember
Flavor
exactly.
Flav doing magic. How about that? Where else were you this week? You also got out to the local IBM meeting while I was hunkered down at home.
Oh, I did, which means that reminds me, I should mention for any of you who are familiar with Peter Studebaker, who is a local magician, wonderful man. He recently passed away. You might have heard about that. And so at the IBM meeting, the members gave a lovely.
Freaking sucks, man. I was just
tribute.
getting to know Peter. He's a killer close-up and corporate worker, and just a sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah, I actually never got to meet him, but I heard he was very lovely, and several of the members provided a tribute to him. Mondre performed using a coin purse, switching coin purse that was Peter's, that Peter gave to him. It was really, really lovely, and we had some food and drink and made merry and exchanged gifts, and it was just a good time. It's a good group of guys, and we'd love to have you join us if you're new to town or if you're local and you've never been part of a magic club before.
It's the first Wednesday of every month. They meet You can find all of this on their website. If you search for IBM of Las Vegas. I'd like to remind everyone they are having their Christmas show this month on the 13th.
That's right. Tickets are $10, and you can get them at the door or from us here.
Yeah,
we do sell them here in the shop. So if you're local, come on by and grab some.
So if you're in the Nevada area and looking for some kindred spirits to hang out with on a regular basis, you can visit the local IBM meetings. Also, every Wednesday night, we gather at Tommy Rockers for the Gary Darwin Magic Club. Yeah, it's a great sesh.
Should we tease the shirts?
Yeah, let's tease that stuff next week.
Save that for later.
You know, we didn't talk about today is books. We pulled a couple books out today to focus on. You're seeing a couple of them over there. I think we've talked about Bobo's Coin Magic.
Yeah, and that's the new modern Coin Magic. So that's the enlarged edition, has a bunch of extra stuff in it. If you've already got the classic Bobo's Coin Magic, but you want to increase your repertoire, your knowledge a little bit, that's a great way to do it.
This is an esoteric title, Folding Money Fooling. That's Origami Money Magic from Robert Neal.
Classic Bob Neal.
Yeah.
That's a great
I did want to suggest a couple titles that maybe I haven't talked about on the stream before. Switch is one for sure.
It's a John Lovick book.
This is a tome on the bill change, the classic $100 bill transformation, generally done with a thumb tip, but I don't even know that the thumb tip's the best way to do that. I think just using sleight of hand is a good option. You'll learn the techniques in that book. You'll learn a lot of different presentations. And as I like to remind everyone, Steve Mayhew's bill switch routine is in there. That's worth the price of the book alone.
Absolutely. I like Juan Pablo's effect in here. There are 22 chapters. 22 chapters of different bill switches, some with thumb tips, some without, some with gimmicks, some sleight of hand. John did a really great book. It's one of my favorites. And you have so much stuff in here. I mean, you've got like Dick Hatch, Roger Klaus, Gary Kurtz, Mark D'Souza. I mean, think of the name, they're probably in here. I mean, Michael Weber's got a version in here, so you know it's good.
Yeah. Switch. You want to do some money magic? Put that in your repertoire. $100 bill change. We saw the Ehrlich brothers. They did that for like 5,000 people at the Orleans.
Yeah, Justin Willman does it during his show, during his touring show.
It was in my early street act. I used to do the Mismade bill. That was definitely in my repertoire when I was a young man. Yeah. Still could be. Why did I stop doing that trick?
I have a version where I take the bill and I fold it and then it unfolds, and now it's like a kidnapper's note, like you'll never see your bill again.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun way to do it. We also have a relatively new book that came out in the last year, I think, year and a half, Rick Holcomb's Calico.
Yeah. I think I mentioned this book when it did arrive on the shelves. That might have been back in May-ish. But I feel like this book has been well received. And if you're a coin magician or looking for a modern approach to sleight of hand with coins, this is an easy recommendation.
Yeah, Rick is a great guy and a great practitioner. If you've seen any of his videos on YouTube or if you've watched him work, he's got a great way of routining things, great handling. I just full transparency, I haven't read this book yet. I haven't gotten around to it, but the people that I do know that have purchased it have said they really enjoyed it. And if I remember right, there should also be links in here to video performances of at least some of the material.
That's awesome. I love that the modern book publishers are including those. Used to have to buy a DVD addendum or get the VHS tape complement, but now, like, at least some of them are starting to include performances in the book with those electronic links.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick says magicians really will just write a book on anything. You're not wrong. You are not wrong at all.
True. We should do a live stream on insane magic books that are surprisingly existing.
So I was having this conversation with somebody yesterday. I do graphic design, as some of you may know. So I design a lot of book covers for books that don't exist, just to practice. And about a decade ago, I created a design for a book called Bottom Drawer Miracles, Magic Tricks You'll Never Do. And I sent that image to some of my friends going, huh, what do you think? I think, because it's a joke. And way too many people said, so when's it coming out?
Mhm.
So you might see it. Who knows?
No,
That might be a thing later.
It should be a thing. I think we would do well to shine light on, crazy magic tricks that maybe shouldn't have existed. And
Oh, Nick's like, I would read the heck out of that book. Yeah, buddy.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
buddy. All right.
Up, Ron Walker. Good to see you.
Hi,
brother.
Ron. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Endgame says mentions or rating insane magic books is always welcome.
I try to keep that in check because I'll just make this stream about magic books all day, every day. Just it's a magic book stream now. So, but I get the sense that all the students aren't as enthusiastic as maybe I or you're a book nerd too. So
yeah. Speaking of, I nerded out over something we just got in.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I've been waiting to see, to smell, to feel. And this isn't money magic, but boy, it's money. Look what we have at Tricksupply, folks.
Edward Marlowe's Olram file from Steve Reynolds.
This is the Olram file. Man, it's been a good year to be a Marlo file, huh?
Right. We've got the Marlo magazine set from Vanishing Ink available now.
Right,
we have it right up there. Come get it.
I know Randy Wakeman and Kevin Kelly just put a Marlo book out. I got them in my email box offering us to get those in here. We'll see about that happening soon. But this is the Olram file. This is a magic zine that was published by John Rockerbomber, Ed Marlo, and Lee Freed, who was gracious enough to make these titles available for modern students. And let me tell you, if you haven't studied the Olram file and you're serious about Marlo, well, then you haven't studied everything Marlo has to offer.
Yeah.
There are some really deep subjects in this book. In the presentation from Steve Reynolds, the new layout, the additional photos of Ed Marlo, the bonus issue with the unpublished material, and then having all of this, I think John would call it sub rosa material, things that have been underground since this was published in the early 90s. We just all thank Steve Reynolds and the fine folks at Penguin for bringing this book to the students.
Yeah. Now, when you read this book, you may be a little thrown off, as I was, that there are some photos in black and white. There's some photos in color. There's some illustrations. It's kind of a mishmash, and it may not feel consistent to you. But that's because some of these are, faithful to the originals, the way that they were published, and then some of these are photo reproductions for things that.
Is this week 5?
Oh, it's the next door over. Yeah, thank you. People drop off packages to the wrong door all the time. But some of these are photos that were taken because photos of those moves or moments do not exist, or drawings of those don't exist. So they were made specifically for that particular file.
Having read all of the original issues as they were released, I was buying them from Rockerbomber personally as he published these things. I could tell you that these photographs are a welcome addition to this project. The line drawings are fine, passable, even decent, but these photographs of Ed Marlo's hands, very desirable.
Absolutely.
And then you get the little historic, what do you call it, ephemera?
The ephemera.
Yeah.
There's an example on the back, actually.
Yeah. Oh, I actually had that piece of paper from John. There was a tip-in the magazines promoting the thing. But handwritten notes from Ed Marlo, pictures of, props he had, and photographs of him and John and stuff like that. Super happy to have the Olram file. If you're a card nerd, if you're a Marlo guy, this is an easy purchase. And now that's here too. All right, I'm going to direct some attention, make sure we've covered any inquiries, questions, comments, constructive criticism from the galley before we wrap this stream up and point our attention towards the influx of what's sure to be professionals, new magicians, gift buyers. We get all kinds of folks in here.
All kinds.
Tricksupply. I would say it is safe to say there is a fair share of knuckle busters in the Olram file, but it is a little bit of everything. What's our holiday schedule look like? That's a good question. We'll probably be closed Christmas Eve and Christmas, maybe short hours on Christmas Eve. Aside from that, pretty standard. You act as though we have our stuff together well enough to plan a week or two ahead. Was there anything else we wanted to talk about today?
Yeah, we wanted to mention one of a couple other of the money tricks. So if you remember, we talked a week or two ago about the other trick starters effect, one of the other ones from Zach King, which was the vanishing car. And so there are two others here that are specifically money. You've got flash cash and you have the key coin mystery. So flash cash, you have an empty black envelope, magically fills with cash, as it says it does. And then the key coin mystery, you make a solid key penetrate through a normal borrowed coin. Everything can be examined.
That's a good one.
Yeah, these are both fantastic. So if you...
Hey, Zach King here to show you a brand new trick starter magic trick.
Zach King units, if you purchased a couple of those and you were wondering if these are any good, they're all good. Personally, I'm more of a fan of key coin just because I think...
And you can show that it's empty with a pen or something like that. And then with a little snap,
oh my goodness!
Hey,
got your cash.
Envelope full of cash.
An envelope full of cash. Boom. But I like the key coin because I'm a big puzzler. I like stuff that makes your brain hurt a little, and that's my personal favorite. But they're both very, very good. So pick yours up today or tomorrow, but preferably today.
Yeah, come on today. Why wait? I think Nick got one of those, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there we go. We got boots on the ground. It doesn't have to be the key that comes with it. It's just a blank.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, the key through coin, unsolicited testimony.
Key through coins on my
from the
key chain. Thanks,
himself.
Nick. Appreciate that. Tim says, "Thanks, fellas. Have a great weekend." We will. Yourself as well, Tim. Thank you for tuning in. Kanan Cardman says, "That looks great, Mr. Eric." I'm not sure what you're referring to that looks great, but I'll say thank you.
Probably your jacket.
Oh, well.
All right. I say we wrap this thing up. We got plenty to do today besides sell magic tricks. I hope you all have enjoyed this look at money magic. We'll be back next week with another semi-organized theme. And yeah, any last words?
It's been a good stream, Doug.
All right.
Thank you all, as always, for tuning in. We appreciate your support of us, of our company, and of our products. So we'll see you next week.
Thanks, y'all. Ciao for now.